I have a bunch of footage to upload. But I'm exhausted. I don't feel like doing any of it. But I guess I probably should if you guys are going to get a video out of me today. So we just had a crazy snowstorm, and if you listen to our moronic, is that a word? Moronic. I'll let somebody else look it up. If you listen to our weather forecasters who had it completely wrong, they said we were going to get like, I don't know, 12 to 18 inches or something, I think they said at one point. Then they said 6 to 10. I don't know. They don't know. Anyway, they said we were going to get all this snow, and then they said we weren't going to get that much snow, and then it started hammering down, and I started plowing. I think I went out like 3 in the morning. 2? 3? I don't know. But I went out and started plowing, and I went through the first wave, and there was all of 10 inches of snow. So I actually plowed earlier in the day. I got done putting the decals on the logos on my truck with Mr. Spencer Lilly. And then I went home through the plow in the truck because I got a call. There was a lot of snow down on Lake Ontario. So I went down there and it was about 5-6 inches of snow. No big deal. Plowed that, went through that whole list, and went home. So it was really hammering down. I woke back up at, I think, like I said, like 2, 3, something like that. I went out and started plowing. There was all of 10, 11 inches of snow. Easy. I think one town I went in, because I only plowed in 3 towns. One town I went in, it was probably about 7 or 8. But 2 of the main towns I go to, there was 10, 11 inches. So I plowed through all that. And then I started all over again. I came home and I got the other truck so I could do some cleanup work with the back blade, but it was still coming down pretty good. And so I did another whole wave through all my properties with that. And then I went to, I came back and I grabbed the new truck again with the V-blade. And I went through everything again. In the midst of all that, I did so much more. And the whole entire time I had a camera mounted to the dashboard. Never turned it on. Not one single time. I don't know why. Planned on it. But it was snowing so hard anyway, and it was crappy, and you could barely even see driving around. The footage would have just been junk. But I did go back out today, and I had to do a ton of extra work. So rather than me ramble through this whole video, let's get this footage rolling. I'll just ramble through that, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing here. We're on site at one of the apartment complexes that I plow. This right here along the fence was out about another 5 to 6 foot. I wind rolled it out away from there. There's a power box right here, and there's another one up there in front of my truck. But I scooped it out away, pushed that pile back over there at the entrance. It was closed right off. And down here is where I push all the snow. And it was, this is more that I pulled out. There's that other power box there. But this is where I push all the snow, and I was running out of room. It was coming way out. So I got my good buddy here with his tractor, and we're moving snow. He's picking it up out of here and dumping it back over there on the other side of that shed. They're calling for another 8 to 10 inch storm tomorrow night. And if we get it, I have nowhere to put snow. Okay, so here we go. This is the apartment building you guys have seen me plow before, and this was my issue. The snow all the way across the back there, it just built up way too high. I mean, you could tell how big that tractor is and how high the snow is compared to it. But that's the main spot for putting snow, and then wind rolling it kind of against this fence over here. Um, it just built up way too much, and if we get a lot more snow, there's nowhere to put it. So we actually found a hole back there behind that shed, and he was able to pick up like a great portion of this pile and move it all back there, and left me plenty of room to stack up more snow there. Plus now when I plow back, I can kind of plow over to the left a little bit there too. It just depends on how many cars are parked all the way toward the end there. But either way, there's plenty of room left here with how much he moved for me to get it stacked up there and put more there. I mean, you can see how high this V-blade stacks snow. It just pushes it way up there. It definitely gets up high. This thing stacks snow really, really well. But anyway, so in this whole endeavor of this storm, I end up plowing, I believe it came out to like 23 or 24 driveways that weren't mine. One is for a guy in my area that has a business where he checks in on people's houses that are snowbirds. So whenever he goes to do his check-ins on their houses, if he can't get in the driveways, he calls me. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's 6 or 7 of them, and just tells me within the next day or two if you can get there and clear them out. And then I bill him, he pays me directly, and then he bills his customers. I don't deal with them. So I do a bunch of them. I picked up a whole bunch that people were calling me saying their plow guy never showed up, or their snowblower broke and they couldn't do it. I mean, that's just been the majority of my calls over the last 48 hours. But 4 new properties I picked up. 3 of them all belong to the same guy in my area. A customer called me up and said he didn't show up yet. He didn't show up the last snow event we had until probably 7-8 hours after the snow had stopped. I understand being behind. We gave leeway and we're just tired of it. So if you want the plowing, it's yours. And I said, yeah. And they go, do you mow grass too? And I said, yup. And so I gave them a price there on the spot. And that was 3 of them. I picked up the snow plowing and the mowing, and they're going to want mulch done in the spring. So that's 3 full accounts right there. And then 1, it's my customer I take care of. I've taken care of for years, and I also take care of their daughter's house for snow plowing and lawn care and spring and fall cleanups. He fired his guy, and he said, it's yours. I'm not dealing with it anymore. So I got the full account for that one now too, which is his mother's house. But I had another girl that I went to school with. She called me up and said she cleans for 5 Airbnbs, and the guy is looking for lawn care for the upcoming season. I said, well, give him my name and number. She goes, yeah, I recommended you. And he said, oh, a couple people have mentioned that guy's name. Definitely give me some contact info. So I gave it to her. She passed it along to him, and he sent me an email today and said, I not only want lawn care for all 5 properties, I also want some landscaping done on all 5, and I need occasional snow removal service done on all 5. I guess that kind of depends on when people will be staying there. But so that's 5 new accounts I already be looking at. And earlier in the storm, I got a call for 3 other lawns before all the snow hit, thankfully. I went and looked at just for lawn care for the upcoming season, and all 3 of them signed on. So far in the last month and a half, I believe I've picked up 13 new lawns for this upcoming season. That's pretty crazy for the middle of winter. Looks good. Whole parking lot's widened right out and opened right up and ready for the next storm. God bless good friends like the judge. This is just one more driveway that I got a call on today. It's my buddy's sister's house. Her snowblower broke. Another one of those instances, and she just needed it cleared out. So
I come through and cleared it all out for her, so it'll be good to go by the time she gets home from work. But yeah, that's pretty much all I put together. Out of all these houses I went and cleared out today that I had to do some of the extra ones, I had the camera there again on the dash, and I so meant to press record. I don't know why I never did. And then I was on my way to this one. I'm like, why haven't I recorded these? Daytime footage where it's sunny out, it's perfect footage. But anyway, so I got a lot coming up the pipeline. I've been on the phone a lot with a bunch of different people, a few different manufacturers, and I got a lot of stuff coming. I have all new edition green touch racks for the trailer. I got to put a video together on that. I got a bunch of stuff with Power Shoot. Got to work on that. I haven't even spoken to the dealer. They do a lot of commercial plowing. My new mower might be there. I don't even know. I got to take care of that tomorrow. Give them a call, so that's coming up. But hit that thumbs up, guys. Thumbs down. Leave a comment below. Let me know if this storm hit you guys. It hit all over the U.S., and I know that guys got impact all the way around. Put in the comments. Let me know if you guys got this storm and how bad it was, and if you were plowing, and how you guys made out. I'll catch you guys on the next one.